Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ybot. Welcome back to the Kerbal Space Program. It's been a while. So, anyway, we're going to take our final Kerban here. We're going to take Mr. Bob Kerban here home. So, let's go ahead and get him in there. We can use our monopropellant thrusters, of course, when we are on the Mun because there's negligible gravity. Anyway, come on, come on. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it better than that. Come on. Board? Excellent. Alright, let's go ahead and... yeah. I guess even our two pilots being in there, it doesn't matter. Anyway, we're going to send Bob... or Bill. Gonna send Bill in there and transfer crew. No. Transfer crew. Wait a second. There's Valentina. Let's put her in the command module there. Command pod. And we can take off and we can make our way back to Kerban. There we are. Just gonna adjust the sound here a little bit, folks. And we can pick a suitable vector with ease. I'm just gonna head towards 90 degrees because that's what I normally do. Just get the engines on just a touch for that, and let's do a bit of a burn, go to the map, take a look. My goodness, we still have like almost 3,000 Delta V left. I'm starting to realize it's been a while here, folks. If it's any indication with my main playthrough, I've landed on Minimus. Yeah. Well, yeah, big deal. I landed on Minimus a long goddamn time ago. I landed on Duna. And I'm starting to get a new appreciation for just how far Delta V can carry you. Anywho. Let's go ahead and cut the engines. We've got a... that's way too much, but like I said, we have like Delta V to spare in spades here. We have way too much. But that's a good thing because we didn't know how hard or easy it was going to be to land this damn thing. So let's just slow down, get a little closer to the node. There we go. 47 seconds to the node. We'll let our reaction wheels get us on target. We'll get an orbit set up, and then we'll break orbit, and we'll pop on over to Kerban. Bring these guys home safe and sound. And, alright, 306 Delta V. Go. And we'll have just enough Delta V left in here. Yep. Well, we might as well continue on then with our burn. I'm actually willing to bet that I can ride these engines most of the way home. Possibly even to re-entry. Let's see. Can we get a maneuver added on here? Yes, we can. It's 179, so it's not going to quite get us where we need to go. Pretty damn close, though. So we missed our node. It's fine. We'll just burn prograde and we'll break free of the system. Go ahead and set Minimus as our target. Yeah, set Kerban as our target. Use the engines to help provide a bit of thrust to get to where we want to. No. Prograde, damn it. Aye. Alright, there we go. Perfect. And we've got ourselves a new orbit. Escaped the gravity of the Mun, or at least we shall. And now we're around Kerban. You know what, let's go ahead and warp to the periapsis here, and we're gonna see what we can do in terms of getting ourselves back down. Probably could have done it sooner, but I want to experiment here and see just how efficiently we can land this thing. Alright, so we're facing retrograde. No, we don't want to outmaneuver, we just want to light up our engines. So if we had been at the apoapsis, we probably could have actually gotten a re-entry. That's fine. Just jettison these damn things. Okay, perfect. Let's continue on. We still have just under 2,000 delta V to get to our desired orbit. We should be able to come in nice and smoothly. Cut off the engines there, see where we're at in terms of periapsis. So our new periapsis is about 1,000,000 meters from the planet. Not ideal. Let's try to reduce that. Okay, 600. A little bit better. Suppose we can just take it all the way down. Yeah, let's try putting the periapsis there at 50 kilometers and we'll see what happens. I kind of want to play around with aero braking, guys, so I'm just going to hit... I'm going to hit F5 so there's no more massive screw-ups here, and we're just going to time warp over here. So, what we're going to do now, just for the hell of it, is we're either deorbiting right in the atmosphere here, or at least we're slowing the craft down enough that it will reduce its orbit on its own without any additional burn, without any additional fuel expenditure. So, we're going to see how that goes. If it goes sideways, we'll jettison the stage and we'll use our heat shield to get back down to Earth. And hopefully nothing will explode. That's the goal. Also, I should probably see about getting us facing sideways, just so we can disperse the heat a little more evenly. Yeah, we're gonna hit the atmosphere at 3,000 meters per second. Yeah, this is not going to be... This could be interesting. Alright, time to periapsis. 1 minute. Yeah, let's just speed that up a little. We'll physics warp it because I don't want to wait that long. Once things start to glow red, then we know... There we go. Just do some spin in here and see how we do. Just spin around, disperse the heat, keep it away from those batteries. And if things catastrophically fail you, if things fail catastrophically, we've got our save. What's happening here? Not a whole lot, actually. So we've passed our periapsis. How effective is this going to be for us? Not very by the looks of it. Okay. So we need to dip in a little deeper if we actually wanted to bring the orbit down significantly, I guess. Alright, cool. Well, let's give it another try. We'll warp up here when we are able. So I got the basic theory down there, but unfortunately don't quite have enough, didn't have enough drag. Can we warp there yet? Not properly. Now we can. So our periapsis remains at 52. So we're just going to use a touch more fuel to bring it down a little. And I'd like to see if I can maybe get myself into a smaller orbit, maybe. Yeah, because right now we're fairly high up. I'd like to get into maybe 500 kilometer radius orbit, if I can. We'll see. Alright, so that is 40,000 feet. That'll either bring us down or that'll reduce our orbit considerably. Or 40,000 meters. This game goes in metric. We got a bit of time before we actually hit the atmosphere. There we go. Now we've hit it. Let's start to do some of those spins again. Or we can just let our batteries explode. Well, we're definitely reducing our, Yeah, now shit's starting to explode. And we seem to be locked in here. And our engine's gonna explode in a sec. Alright, so aero braking here. Pretty miserable failure without a heat shield. At least for me. Completely doable. Alright, it's time to eject. Well, that was fun, guys. Let's go ahead and initiate the decoupler. How many more things can we explode on the way down? Any parachutes we could explode, maybe? No? No, we should be good. We are coming in a lot faster than you would from, say, orbit of Kerban. So, yeah. Oh, and our engineering unit's causing quite a bit of drag as well. At least it's not catching fire. Neither's our antenna. Excellent. So over the water, we're going to... It's not really telling us where we're going to impact yet. It doesn't know if we're going to impact yet. Oh! It's because we're not going to impact. Aero braking, ladies and gentlemen. So we actually skipped off of the Kerban atmosphere. We're going to go back up here, and then our Kerbals are going to go for another round. Our heat shield is doing just fine. So yeah, this is completely okay, by the way, guys. I have no problem with this. All right, Val, you're going for it again. Time for another ride. So our periapsis here is going to be 40. So we will hit the atmosphere at around 3,000 meters per second again. There we go. We're ready to go. Make sure we're facing retrograde so that our back end with the heat shield on it takes most of the re-entry stress. Heat, whatever you want to call it. And at around 60,000 meters, we'll kill time warp. Not quite there yet. There we go. And we'll reinitiate time warp because I don't want to wait around forever. Cool. Do we have an impact zone yet? Not yet. If we do, we will impact somewhere on this continent, however. Would have preferred a splashdown. Although these things right here have a high tolerance for crashing because they're airplane parts. Unlike the landing cans. Don't think I even have access to the landing cans yet. Anyways, what do we got here this time? So this is dropping down. This is dropping down considerably. So we're below 40,000 for periapsis. I find it hard to believe that this thing's going to shoot back into orbit, but that's what it's telling me there. We'll see. I mean, we still have more than enough speed to maintain escape velocity. Yeah, we're gonna go back into orbit again. Okay. Unless we get below 25. So we're continuing to lose Alabaster there. And altitude at our apoapsis. Are we actually going to lose all the integrity of our heat shield? That would be impressive if we pulled that off. Regardless, we're not going to get up to the same speeds we had before. Like, I think this is going to be the new high speed for our spacecraft here. Okay, and our apoapsis is still falling. So we could have circularized for a really nice orbit with very little delta V expenditure if we still had an engine. Unfortunately, had to jettison that because I had a feeling it was going to explode if we didn't. So our new periapsis is 36,000 meters. There's no way we can recover from that one. All right, Kerban apoapsis. And for the third or fourth and definitely final time, let's re-enter again. So compared to last time and the time before that, we're actually hitting the atmosphere at a fairly reasonable speed. We're hitting it at standard orbital speeds as opposed to the speeds we get when we come back from the Mun. Although one problem is that our heat shield here has lost 75% of its integrity. So that's not great. Anyway, let's speed up here. Keep an eye on that heat shield. We should be fine. Alright, horizontal velocity going down. Vertical speed's actually falling, interestingly enough. Negative vertical speed's actually falling. Periapsis is now below. Yeah, definitely the final leg of our journey, folks. However, that damn heat shield's gonna burn up pretty soon. May start trying to pitch this thing just to take some heat off of the shield there. Just spin it around a little. We do it this way now. Considering our speeds, we're fine. Yeah, nothing's going to burn up at this point, so we can actually just do that. And impact zone's going to be the grasslands. So just turn sideways again. Just get a little bit more surface area, create a bit more drag. Alright, and time to impact. Less than 50 seconds, okay. Impact zone's now the Highlands. Alright. This could be a problem. We're coming in too fast. Like, a lot too fast. We need this thing to slow down to 200. Unless this thing's going at 200 meters per second, we're going to have a very, very... The Kerbals are going to have a very bad day here, guys. Horizontal speed, altitude. Altitude's considerable. I think this impact timer's off. Although I could be wrong. Alright. Unsafe to deploy parachutes. Still unsafe. Yeah, we could be screwed. Let's see. Yep, we're screwed. Alright, well. That's what that quick load is for. Well, that was a fun little experiment. Now then, let's bring ourselves in for a nice proper landing. Since we have plenty of Delta V on here, we are just going to... Actually, no, it's not quite ready yet. Although what we can do is we can just hard burn and try to force ourselves to crash just east of the Kerbal Space Center. And by crash, I mean land safely. Perfectly safe, reasonable splashdown, not like that crash that just happened there. just gonna keep burning a little longer. Alright, I think that should be good. Let's speed up. We're gonna actually hold on to this stage this time because it's still got a half a tank of fuel left in it. And we're gonna see once we hit the atmosphere if we can't maybe slow ourselves down a bit more. Possibly even before we hit the atmosphere. As is, we're hitting at less than 3,000 meters per second, which is always nice. But we'll see if we can do a super controlled re-entry here. And apparently we can time warp during this, because we're in the atmosphere. And our batteries will still explode. Well, at least our Kerbals didn't explode with them. Everything else exploded, though. There we go. All parachutes are deployed. Yay, this time it's a happy landing. So we are 800 meters up. This thing's going to come in at a very reasonable 2.7 meters per second, which means that it'll just gently touch the ground. We could actually have a hitchhiker can on here that has a tolerance of only 5 meters per second for landings, and it would land nice and easy on the ground. So yeah, I think originally with these parachutes, I believe I was thinking of seeing if I could deorbit this with the final stage. Once again, it's been a while since I built the rescue Mun Bus. Yeah, the rescue lander, as I'm calling it. Anything that goes to the moon and carries passengers, I typically call the Mun Bus. And just a little more time warp. And down they go. Nice gentle splash landing. Look at that. Beautiful. A perfect mission where absolutely nothing bad ever happened. Alright, so we should have gotten some fairly significant science boosts out of that. Let's take a look. 400 and... So we earned 341 science. We have a total of 466. Excellent. We've got a total of close to 500,000 funds. Our poor little pilots here still haven't gotten any promotions. Advanced landing, that's for the very large heat shield. This just gives us the regular heat shield that fits the command module. Okay. Well, I'm going to stop this one in a little bit, guys. Just want to take a look at what we can get with some of the science we've earned here. This one's good. This one's very good. The twin-bore liquid fuel engine. Actually, we can get both of these. Yeah, we can get both of those. Unfortunately, we can't get that. We could get advanced flight control, which would give us access to thruster blocks. Those are handy. Could get space exploration to get the hitchhiker storage container, the one I was talking about, that has a wonderful impact tolerance. Oh, my mistake. It's 6 meters per second. And this... I don't think we want that right now. Oh, wow. We could get atomic propulsion pretty soon. That's interesting. Could maybe get to Duna sooner than I think. Well, anyway, guys, I think I'm going to throw down a cut for now. I'll think about what I want to do in terms of the next mission. Probably a mission to Minimus. I'm thinking I'm going to try to change the format of this particular series and do it as a bit more of an edited Let's Play, because it seems like things go on for too long, quite frankly. I mean, you guys don't want to watch a... I like to split things up into 30-hour chunks. Yeah, 30-hour chunks. Let's try 30-minute chunks. And I've noticed that it's getting to be like... Going to the Mun is like a freaking 4-parter. So I'd like to maybe edit things a little bit. And then just do a commentary along with them. I think that might be a little bit better. Or possibly do a commentary for the preparation. And then for the final landing and everything, we will do that live instead. So I'm going to experiment with the format of this particular series. Thank you very much for watching. My name's Mun Bus Mk. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you enjoyed the crash landing with my aero braking. And we've returned from the surface of the Mun. Beautiful. Alright. So, once again, thank you for watching, folks. I'm pretty sure we're going to try Minimus next. My name's Mun Bus Mk. I will see you next time.